So I have chosen Thermi. I want to explain to you guys all the different things that we can do with our Thermi machine. What it is radio frequency. So radio frequency uses heat to stimulate collagen and fibroblasts and elastin production in the body. And so with Thermi, there's 3 different platforms that we use. The first one is something called Thermi Smooth, and it uses this wand right here, and this is where the heat is emitted right here. And so this can be applied topically to the skin, and anywhere you can do this anywhere on the body, but it just makes more sense to do it on the face because the area has to be kept small so that the heat stays in that area. So most of the time we're doing eyes. We do the upper eye first, and then we kind of focus around the lower eye. We can do around the mouth. We can do cheeks or even neck, forehead. But you can even do smaller areas, like if someone wanted to treat their hands or even their elbows or something like that. Thermi does have a platform called Thermi Body that has a bigger head than this one, but we don't have that machine yet. So Thermi is a series of treatments, takes about an hour per area, and you do one treatment 7 to 10 days apart, and you do 4 treatments. 90 days after your 4th treatment is when you'll see your final result. They say that the patient will start seeing a result between their 3rd and 4th treatment, but their final result isn't until 90 days after their last treatment. We charge $1,500 for those 4 treatments, and some people, we're quoting them at 6 treatments because they have a little bit more crepey skin. So then we just charge them the $375 per treatment for the 6 treatments. It is indicated for the best for that crepey skin, the fine lines and wrinkles, a little bit of lifting, but I would think Ulthera is a little bit better for that. The results are subtle, but you always want to package these procedures with treatments like, or with topicals like growth factor to help get a better result. So that's Thermi Smooth in a nutshell, and then we have Thermi Va. And Thermi Va, I don't have a wand for that one because, you know, that would have to be kept sterile, but Thermi Va is for vaginal rejuvenation, but also for urinary incontinence and for increasing moisture in the vaginal canal. That one you takes 3 treatments a month apart, and then again your final result is about 60 to 90 days after your last treatment. Doesn't hurt, it's not pain, it's painless, kind of like Thermi Smooth is also. It just feels really warm, and this one takes about 45 minutes to an hour. We tweak the treatment per the patient's needs. So if they need a little bit more towards the urinary incontinence portion, we treat the anterior wall of the vaginal canal, and if they want more lubrication, then we kind of treat all areas equally, and if they want to do more vaginal rejuvenation as far as the appearance and outside of their vagina, we treat that portion a little bit more. We charge $3,000 for the package of 3. Some patients will see that are satisfied after that 2nd treatment, so they can wait to do that 3rd treatment maybe a couple more months down the road, or even wait till the following year. The result of this is not permanent, so it takes about a year for the results to go away, so people are doing another round of treatments every year. And the last platform we have for Thermi is something called Thermi Tight. And Thermi Tight is also radio frequency, and this is something that Dr. Yoon does. It's minimally invasive. It's a minor procedure in surgery, so the person has to schedule with Kristen and have her pre-op teaching. This one we can use all over the body, so we can use it for tightening of the face, arms, abdomen, even thighs. And what this is doing is we put little incisions wherever we're doing the area. So if we were doing like the lower face and the neck, we would put an incision on their submentum and then 2 behind their ears. And we're not even talking an incision, we're talking using an 18-gauge needle to just poke a hole. That allows the probe to go underneath the skin after we infiltrate the local anesthesia, and then the probe goes in and tightens the skin with the heat and radio frequency. This result is probably about 30% of what a facelift will give you, and there's a lot less downtime. So the patient isn't restrictive in their movement of their head. They just have to really take it easy for maybe a couple days. Kim and Michael, after they had their treatment, they came back the next day. They probably, I think they left that day, so maybe a patient could take maybe 1 day off of work and go back the next day. They do expect some swelling. You get a significant amount of swelling right here in the face. The patient wears a face garment for 24/7 for the first day and then just at night for the next week. And they see their final results anywhere from 6 months even up to a year. And that's it for Thermi.